Ever thought an MBA was a golden ticket to a six-figure salary and a dream job? Yeah, me too. Welcome to the club. But here's the harsh truth. They don't tell you everything in those glossy brochures. Hello, my name is Sonali Koti and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you all are doing well and are also in good health and wealth. In this video, I'm going to break down why my MBA degree isn't worth it, what I learned along the way, and at the end of the video, I'm going to share something crucial that will definitely change your view towards your education journey. So stick around. First, let's talk about the real cost of an MBA and why I didn't opt for a top tier B school. Money, 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 plain and simple. I didn't have 25 to 35 lakhs lying around, and at that point taking such a big loan didn't make sense to me. So I thought, you know what, I want to learn, I want to gain knowledge, I want to enhance my skill sets. If I can do it from a private institute where I can pay 8 to 12 lakhs, it's still better than doing MBA by paying 25 to 35 lakhs. That's what I thought at that point. So here I've jotted down a couple of B schools and its average fees. So any tier 1 B schools like IIMs, ISB usually have the fee range between 20 to 30 lakhs. Sometimes it can also be 35 to 40 lakhs depending on the B school and the city. Now for tier 2 B schools like NMIMS and SIBM, which is Symbiosis Management, usually the fees are between 8 to 12 lakhs, but it can be higher. It can be between 15 to 20 lakhs as well. And the last is tier 3 institutes that are private universities, which I opted for, and that there the range is between 4 to 6 lakhs minimum, but it can go up to 8 lakhs to 12 lakhs. But here's the reality, even though these top tier institutes demand a higher investment, the ROI is much better in terms of placement and networking opportunities compared to private universities where, you know, the ROI is not that great, and that will legit make you question your investment. And if you think cost is all that matters, wait till I tell you about the placement struggles. I will cover that in the later part of the video, so make sure you don't skip it. Next, let's talk about limited specialization, settling for what was available. I always wanted to dive into marketing, digital marketing and advertising, and what I realized was these top tier institutes, they provide more niche specific courses. Like, you know, if it is marketing, it will also be digital marketing, strategic planning, advertising and other things, you know, more in-depth financial courses and everything. But when it comes to these private universities, the options are more general, due to which, you know, I have to settle for what was available, and you know, that in turn limits the career opportunities. So here I've provided an overall comparison of specializations offered at tier 1 B schools and specializations offered at decent B schools or private universities. So as you can see, in tier 1 B schools, it's more niche specific. There is media marketing, strategic management, digital marketing, data analytics, compared to what is offered in private universities, which is more of general marketing, finance, operations, human resources and sales. So what is offered in private universities, they are not very diverse compared to what is offered in tier 1 B schools. Also, if you're thinking about which specializations to choose, drop your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear what you're considering. Let's talk about what I gained. Knowledge, skill set and confidence. My B school definitely helped me gain good confidence. It also helped me sharpen my marketing skills and also gave me a hands-on experience with some amazing projects and internships. But let's be honest, these skill sets I could have definitely learned through some online internship or some online course or some offline course. Now, the thing with B schools is they provide you depth, breadth and a network that you easily can't replicate. Towards the end of the video, I'll also talk about whether this experience was worth the trade-off. But first, let's talk about the biggest letdown, placements. Placements was the biggest disappointment of my B school. I mean, I can't even explain it, okay? I mean, this was the real wake-up call, okay? Like when these opportunities started flooding in, I realized that this was nowhere near what top tier B schools would have offered. And okay, I know entering this B school, I knew that it wouldn't have been near to what B schools, like top tier B schools offer, but I expected some decent placements, man. In this comprehensive breakdown, you can clearly see what B schools, like the top tier ones, offer versus what private universities offer in comparison to their fees. So as you can see, the tier 1 B schools like IIM and ISB have fees around 20 to 30 lakhs, but the average placement package is between 18 to 25 lakhs per annum, which is high. The ROI is really high, okay? And then when it comes to tier 2 B schools like NMIMS or Symbiosis, the average fees, even though it can be between 8 to 12 lakhs or up to 15 to 20 lakhs, the average placement package is between 10 to 15 lakhs, which is again a moderate ROI, which is not not bad. And when it comes to private universities, the investment can be anywhere between 4 to 6 lakhs or up to 12 lakhs in my case, and the returns are 5 to 8 lakhs or lesser. It can also go down to 3 lakhs or 2 lakhs, which is very low to moderate. Top tier B schools, they do not just offer better placement options, but they also offer a wider range of industry options compared to private universities, right? Now, these private universities, they have very limited placement options from limited companies, and that too, they're mostly just sales or operations, right? So, I mean, that could be a letdown. So, if you're looking for a diverse career option, a top tier B school will give you that. As I mentioned earlier, my first job was not through these college placements. I instead went out on my own and I gave a couple of interviews and I landed my first job. I will also mention in the end whether or not this job was worth my MBA investment and what I wish I knew before enrolling. So finally, let's talk about my advice for aspiring MBA students. Do your research. This is my biggest takeaway. If you want to do an MBA, please do it from a top tier institute. I know it is expensive, but the ROI when it comes to placement opportunities, networking opportunities, skill set, building confidence, specialized strategies makes these courses 10 times worth the investment. And if this is something that you cannot afford, ask yourself if MBA is the right career path for you, or can you try achieving these skill sets by doing offline online courses, because there are so many good courses out there that will give you good skill set, good knowledge, good learning, and also good placement opportunities. And now, as promised, here is my take on what I wish I knew before enrolling into an MBA program. Is my MBA degree really worth it? Here is my takeaway. My MBA did give me a lot of important lessons, but this was the most important lesson that I learned. If you're investing your time and money, make sure that it is really worth it. Please look beyond a college's reputation. Investigate what courses they're offering, what placement opportunities they have, what kind of networking opportunities they offer. Ask 1,000 people if you want to before enrolling into that institute. Now see, I tried getting the best out of what I got, but if I could do it again, I would definitely aim higher. And the motive of this video is that through my experience, you guys can definitely make a much more wise and informed decision. And also, in terms of my first job that I got, the salary was not worth my MBA investment. What I was getting paid was equal to what graduates were getting paid, right? And obviously throughout the years, I did work a lot on my skill set, and now I'm at a better place in terms of my salary and my position. But back then, it was not worth it. So that was about it for today's video. If you all enjoyed watching this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also ensure that this video reaches the right people, whoever are in need of guidance or want to know more about MBA. I really hope this video helps them. And if you're not following me on Instagram, first of all, why are you not following me on Instagram? Please do follow, because I do post a lot of relatable, humorous, light-hearted content, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to enjoy that. So follow me there. And yes, thanks for watching, and all the best for your future. Remember, your education is an investment for your future. Choose wisely.